Ever felt like a first date was just a job interview? All those rules. Don't mention your ex, wait to text back. Exhausting, right? Now imagine dating in Denmark, where honesty is the only rule. People here are direct. If they like you, they'll say so. If they want to see you again, they'll ask. This straightforwardness even extends to intimacy. No games, just honesty. It's all rooted in Danish values: trust, equality, and hygge. Here, dating isn't a game. It's just two people being real. Ready to see how Danish dating really works? Let's dive in. Before we talk about dating, we need to talk about trust. Denmark is one of the most trusting societies in the world. People trust their government, their neighbors, even strangers. You'll see parents leave babies in prams outside cafes, people leave bags unattended in libraries. This deep social trust creates a sense of safety and openness. You can be vulnerable because you assume others have good intentions. This trust is the foundation for everything else, including dating. It's closely linked to hygge, not just coziness, but a sense of comfort and connection. Hygge is about enjoying good things with good people, feeling safe and content. In a society that prioritizes togetherness, you seek genuine connections, not superficial ones. Danes aren't big on small talk. They get straight to the point, asking personal questions out of genuine curiosity. It can feel intense at first, but it's incredibly refreshing. You don't have to pretend to be someone you're not. Honesty is expected in friendships, at work, and in dating. Combine high trust, hygge, and openness, and you get a unique social landscape. People are less afraid of being judged, more willing to take emotional risks. Danish dating isn't a separate game. It's just an extension of daily life. There are no special rules, just authenticity and honesty. The pressure is off. You can just be yourself. This is the world in which Danish dating takes place. It's about being open to whatever happens next. No fear, no pretense, just real connection. That's the Danish way. So, what does a first date look like in Denmark? It might not even be called a date. You're more likely to be invited for coffee or a beer. Casual, low pressure, focused on conversation. No grand gestures, no fancy dinners. Just seeing if you enjoy each other's company. Honesty is the most important currency. If you ask a Dane how their day was, they'll actually tell you. This isn't oversharing, it's being real. At the end of the evening, there's no guessing game. If they liked you, they'll suggest meeting again. If not, they'll say so politely, but clearly. This directness can feel blunt, but it saves everyone time and confusion. Danes believe being direct is kinder in the long run. There's no point pretending to be interested if you're not. The stakes for a first date are low. It's not an audition for a lifelong partnership. It's just two people meeting. There's no 3-date rule before intimacy. The progression of the relationship is determined by the connection and mutual desire. It's as simple as that. No games, no scripts, just honesty. That's the Danish first date, and it sets the tone for everything that follows. Why is sleeping together on the first date not taboo in Denmark? It comes down to how Danes view sex and intimacy. In many countries, sex is loaded with meaning, commitment, love, morality. In Denmark, sex is seen as a natural, healthy part of getting to know someone. Physical intimacy is just another way to explore a connection. It doesn't define the relationship or set a path for the future. You might sleep together and date for years, or decide you're better as friends, or never see each other again. The act itself isn't a big deal. It's just part of discovery. There's little judgment around sex. Women aren't labeled easy. Men aren't seen as just after one thing. These labels don't have power here. Gender equality is key. Women are just as in charge of their sexuality as men. The decision to be intimate is personal, between two consenting adults. It's not a moral statement or a scandal. Not every first date ends in the bedroom, but if it does, it's not shocking. The focus is on mutual consent and honesty. It's a simple, human approach to intimacy, free from cultural baggage. Let me tell you about Anna, a Dane from Copenhagen. She met a guy through friends, went for a walk along the canals, and talked for hours. There was a spark. At the end, he said, "I'm having a great time. Want to come back to my place for wine?" She said yes. They slept together, had breakfast the next morning, and he asked to see her again. For Anna, this was normal. Physical intimacy was just an extension of their connection. They dated for over a year. Their relationship started on the first date. Now, Mark, an American in Denmark, had a different experience. He went on a date with a Danish woman. The conversation was good, but not amazing. At the end, she gave him a friendly hug and said thanks. Unsure, Mark texted her the next day, saying he'd like to see her again. She replied honestly, "I had a nice time, but didn't feel a romantic connection. All the best." Mark was surprised by her directness, but relieved. No ambiguity, no guessing. In Denmark, honesty is a form of respect. You know where you stand, even if it's not what you hoped. These stories show the Danish approach: direct, honest, and free from games. Whether it's a spark or not, you get clarity. No ghosting, no mixed signals. Just real communication. It's a lesson in how honesty can simplify dating, and how refreshing that can be. In Denmark, it's the norm, and it works. Compare Danish dating to the US or UK, and the differences are stark. In many Anglo-American cultures, dating is a game with rules and stages. Talking, first dates, what are we, then official. Each stage brings anxiety and performance. In the UK, ambiguity reigns. In the US, dating can feel like a job interview. There are scripts about who pays, who texts, when to be intimate. Break the rules, and confusion follows. The Danish approach? No stages, no rules, just getting to know another person. Authenticity is the focus from the start. You're not trying to win someone over, just seeing if you click. Danes find dating elsewhere confusing and exhausting. Too many mind games. They want people to say what they mean. American dating is competitive. Danish dating is collaborative. It's about two equals seeing what they can build. An evening, a friendship, or more. The pressure is off. No games, no scripts. Just two people being real. That's the Danish difference. You can't understand Danish dating without understanding gender equality. Denmark is one of the most gender-equal countries in the world. Boys and girls are raised as equals, and this extends to dating. There are no prescribed gender roles. Women ask men out, pay for drinks, suggest going home together. The idea of the man as pursuer and woman as pursued feels outdated here. Both are active participants, removing pressure from both sides. This equality shapes attitudes toward intimacy. A woman's sexuality is her own, not something to be given as a reward. Her desires are as valid as his. Intimacy is about mutual respect, not power dynamics. The decision to sleep together is a shared one, between equals. This is the most radical aspect of Danish dating. It frees everyone to be honest and authentic. The Danish approach to dating is often misunderstood. The biggest myth? That Danes are promiscuous or easy. In reality, Danes value genuine connection and are selective about serious relationships. Physical intimacy and emotional commitment aren't automatically linked. The casual start can lead to a committed relationship. Another myth: Danes are cold or unemotional. Their directness is mistaken for lack of feeling, but they show affection through actions, not grand gestures. Their love language is reliability, presence, and honesty. Finally, some think it's hard to know if a Dane is interested. The truth? If they like you, you'll know. If not, you'll know that too. The Danish way is to remove ambiguity, not create it. If you're getting mixed signals, they're probably not interested. When a Dane likes you, there's no guessing. Directness is your best guide. So, why are Danes comfortable with intimacy on the first date? It's a unique blend of social trust, authentic connection, directness, and gender equality. It's not about being casual with sex, but about being honest with desire. The Danish approach to dating reflects their approach to life: pragmatic, honest, and egalitarian. It strips away drama and anxiety, prioritizing freedom and respect. People can be themselves from the start. No masks, no games. Imagine knowing where you stand, exploring connection without judgment. That's Danish dating. It may not be for everyone, but it's a lesson in the beauty of simplicity and honesty. True connection isn't found in grand gestures or rules, but in the space between two real people. It's a different way of looking at love, straightforward and beautiful. I hope this gives you a window into the Danish heart. There's so much more to explore about this culture. Thanks for joining me on this journey.